What's up, everyone? Welcome into another edition of the Morning Edge. DeadPresPicks, joined as always by SlopRules. It is Thursday, which means one thing. That means that it's Thursday night football. We also have some college football on the slate tonight. One bowl game, got a little bit of NBA, a little bit of everything, a lot of college basketball, including some day action. So it is a great day. John, it's also almost the weekend, and it's a special weekend. It's Christmas weekend, but not just because of Christmas. We get full NFL slates on both Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Best time of year. John, how you doing?
I'm living the dream. I can't wait. I officially started weekend today, so
Okay.
it's basically now. Yeah, I do the Thursday to Monday weekend.
Okay.
So I'm happy to be here. It's great. I made it to another weekend. This weekend happens to be big because Christmas Eve. You know, maybe you heard of it. Like it's
Yeah.
that's coming up. So I don't know. I'm pretty fired up, man. A lot of NFL. I mean, we have an NFL Christmas Day, which is weird, and a Christmas Eve, which we don't get every year. Normally it's just NBA.
Yes.
So they took that over. Poor NBA, sorry, RIP NBA this year, but they'll be back next year, I'm sure, on Christmas Day. It'll be just their day. But no, I can't. Honestly, I can't wait to gamble.
I'm excited too. I'm very excited to gamble Christmas. Christmas Eve usually doesn't have games, right? Like last year, I could be wrong, but I think the only game was maybe a bowl game, and then
Weird stuff. Yep.
Yeah,
not much going on Christmas Eve.
So I remember
I
being
don't think we have much going on Christmas Eve, though, do we? I think it's like it comes on during the day, which is awesome. I'm not saying it's not part of it, but like the Christmas Eve part, like when you're hanging out with your family, like you can't even have your phone out because there's nothing to check.
Yes, well, that's true. I think that
Wait, something going on.
sleep the latest. Is there no night game? Is that what you're saying?
No, we got an 8:15 Steelers
Yeah, but boom, and that's a great game. The Raiders
and a college football game, Middle Tennessee State, San Diego State. So be on the lookout for that. That's a huge game. A lot of things happening with that one. But yeah, I mean that's two games more than we normally have. I think you're right.
I think it's a big.
There's no college basketball that day, dude.
No college basketball.
Just NCAA football. So you're right. So if there was no NFL, there would be literally nothing. Maybe a bowl game.
It's usually just the one game. I think it's usually just. Is it the Hawaii Bowl? Is that what it is? I think.
Oh yeah, because it's not really Christmas Eve there yet.
It's different. I think it's usually the Hawaii Bowl they play on Christmas Eve. But so just get excited, guys. We got games.
Yeah, not the point. Yeah, just getting excited.
That's the point. Start to get fired up. Start to prep yourself now. Betting is more important than Christmas, right? I want everyone to understand that. So we're all on the same page there. First, John, let's recap our bets from yesterday. They threw the X's at us a couple days ago. How about this? Two green check marks. Love green check marks. We need some fire emojis next to them as well. We'll try to put them on for the next episode. John, walk us through this Austin Reed play because it seemed easy.
Okay, so I knew yesterday when I saw this that this was the greatest bet of all time. Like it's one of those, you know what I'm saying? You look at the lines every day, like just like I do. You look and you're like, whoa, is that a first half line? Because I was like, oh, I'm all over that. Because South Alabama, they had all the numbers, right? They're like, oh, this great defense, blah, blah, blah. They're in the Sun Belt. Like, relax. You know what I mean? Like, it's good for the Sun Belt, but we're talking Western Kentucky here. We're talking Austin Reed, all right? Yeah. There's no chance they were ever holding that guy to under 275.5. I nailed that, and I would say within 10 minutes it went to 285.5, and I was still like, that's way too low. He had this at halftime, Matt.
So it wasn't even that fun.
No, it was not a fun bet. It's one that I would apologize for, or I should apologize for, because it's like we should have got full game entertainment here. But we all knew. I warned everybody, and we knew once we saw the first drive that, hopefully we have some receivers in this thing that can maybe stretch this bet out a little bit, because this kid's throwing for like 300 plus in the first half. I think the first drive, he went right down. It's like a minute into the game. He had like 68 yards and a touchdown. Like, this is ridiculous. They were letting receivers throw touchdowns. I mean, it was just getting out of control. It was a party. It was awesome.
I couldn't believe it. I took Western Kentucky +4, and, so I was all in on – I was like, all right, this Austin Reed kid's going to cook because, John took his over. I thought they, rolled out the JV team, you know what I mean, the first half, or, maybe it was they let the seniors play the first couple drives last game. No, that was their team. That was how –
Sun Belt team, and they weren't used to defending
Well, that's what it
football.
was. That's what it was.
All right. So, and I want to clear something up. Everyone was saying that, oh, well, we contended with UCLA, and now that UCLA can't throw. DTR is not like a throwing guy. Like, I mean, he's not horrible. He's not this kind of offense. And sure enough, they just got boat raced. I couldn't believe they weren't favored. Like, it was like 31-3 at the half, and you're getting points. It was like, what is happening?
Yeah, it was insane. I didn't understand it either. Definitely a slip up there from the books. John, I think my bet might have been easier. I hate to say it. San Francisco +3. I think they won by 65. I didn't check the final score, but they were up like 40 with like 5 minutes left. Probably the easiest bet ever. I think
I fell asleep early, so I missed it.
See, I didn't even – I was doing one of those things last night where I was wrapping gifts, not really to what I wanted to do, but, my girlfriend forced me into it. But I played it smart because I was like, my bet's won. Let's do it tonight when I don't have to watch them. Because I was on Western Kentucky and San Francisco. I'm like, well, this is the time to wrap gifts. Your bets look good. You don't have to watch. So I didn't even get to watch the game because it was that bad.
Especially a beatdown like that.
Absolute beatdown. So we're going to give you guys 2 more bets tonight for Thursday Night Football. John and I, a little sweep yesterday. But first, before we get to the bets, we have to have a quick discussion about these ugly sweaters. I tweeted it out too. It was pretty funny. Tom Izzo, I think he got like a tech in this. So, I mean, he looks like a little angry elf there, right? I think – I don't know if that's what he was going for, like the angry elf guy or what.
Yeah.
He's got the belt. Like it's all coming together. What's your thoughts on this, John? You think
that's a tough look? I think ugly sweaters, like if you're old enough, you can get away with any of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially, it helps if you're fat, definitely. So I'm getting there myself, both age and weight wise. So there is a shot I would be wearing an ugly sweater at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that one maybe not. Like there's definitely better ones out there than that one. I mean, that's kind of a yikes. But again, he's old. He's kind of overweight, so like he can pull it off.
Yeah, I've never thought of that. I guess that does help a little bit. I'm giving it like a 5. I think the idea of ugly sweaters are cool, but this one just kind of looks like you lost a bet kind of sweater. Like this is a like I don't know how you coached a game in it. Like what was the point? I mean, I get it, it's Christmas, but
well, I mean, he probably wore one. I don't know. His wife probably told him to wear one, and that was the only one he could find. Like that. I can see that happening.
That happens,
that's
right?
probably gonna happen to me one day.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm sure at some point.
Just grab whatever one's like hanging around because it's not like you pick one out. You know what I mean? Like someone gives you one of those. I think.
Yeah, that's like your aunt gave it to you, or maybe in this case his wife because he's older. But
sweaters.
Yeah, it's like you watch A Christmas Story when like Ralphie gets the bunny suit and he like has to
pink nightmare.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. That's pretty much what happened to Tom Izzo last night. Guys, it's also the time of the show where we want your best bets. So we want you to comment in the comments, and we even ask me and John questions. Right? We want to help you. So drop what you guys are betting on tonight. Doesn't have to be NFL.
We kind of need something though, Matt.
I
was looking at picks, and I think both of us are at a crossroads right now. Like, what the hell are we doing with this game?
Yeah, so drop
it would help add some other people help us out.
That would help. Right. It can be college football. I think there's 2 NBA games. So whatever you guys are betting, please comment so me and John don't have to lose our bets tonight. But John, it's time that we get into our best bets of the night. It's Thursday Night Football. Pretty significant game. I did not think at the beginning of the year a Jets-Jaguars game in late December would mean anything other than maybe fantasy or just, for fun gambling on it. But this game actually means a lot. The Jags win this, John. They're in first place in the South. They hold the tiebreaker over the Titans. Kind of a crazy comeback of the season. Jets win this. They have the last wild card spot. I mean, I don't know all the scenarios, but they're looking good. What's your thoughts on this game and the best bet? John, we do have a couple bets, though, real quick, that the people are liking. All right, so I'm seeing a Jags +2 / money line. So we got both. Air Force +3.5. So they're showing the Falcons some love. And then Laurie Markkinen's points over. So these are bets that we could take if we want. But now I'm seeing Jets money line. All right, so we're seeing a little bit of everything. This guy thinks ETN's getting in the end zone. I hope so, because I took Travis Etienne anytime touchdown, so I love that. But John, what's your pick? And while these people drop their picks as well.
I mean, these people are just dropping them, huh?
I mean,
Jeez.
there's a lot. I'm seeing a lot of Air Force right now too. Plus 3.5.
Okay. What I'm gonna do, all right. So in a game like this game sucks. All right, I'm gonna tell you right now, this game is not good. The NFL people were actually right about this one, but put it on Thursday of this weekend because you gotta think it's Christmas weekend. Separate one from the herd. And this is the stinker that they separated from the herd. So they did get that right. But the problem is, it's not because of the teams; it's because of the weather. Is why this game stinks. That weather, I was reading, I saw like 15 to 25 mile per hour winds with like 35 mile per hour gust. That's bad. The rain, it's steady rain, heavy at times, bad. Just horrible for offense. And, I want to see offense. That's why I watch. You know what I'm saying? It's like watching NASCAR for the wrecks. You know what I mean? The same thing. I want some action. So, but the thing is, on a game like this, what you have to do is when you see a bad weather situation, you just gotta jump into the head coach's brain, get in there. You know what I'm saying? Really just move shit around, just figure out what are they gonna do with this. And I think I have the perfect move, Matt.
Lay it on me.
Jamal Agnew over 8.5 receiving yards.
Wow.
-120 at DraftKings, so there is that. That stinks. I hate the -120. But here's the thing. The Jets have a good defense, right? They're actually very good. So they take away the receivers. We know already that only one team has held receivers to fewer yards this season, so they're gone. Sauce Gardner and the Reed guy, the receivers are over, so they're not going to catch balls. Even though Agnew is a receiver, they line him up in the backfield. They line him up in the slot. They line him up everywhere. He's not the guy that Sauce Gardner and Reed are covering. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to slip out. They also too they can't run, so now you can't throw the receivers and you can't run on the Jets. So what do? You know what I mean? There's really not a lot you can do. What are you going to throw in the rain to Evan Ingram? Good luck with that. So guess what? It's Jamal Agnew time.
It's an Agnew game.
I went back and looked. The guy's caught 20 balls this season. 11 of them were in 3 games. Those games were against teams that stop the run: the Ravens, Titans, and Chiefs.
Okay.
So I'm guessing we're going to see some gadget stuff. He's going to get a couple runs, but the books are scared to put those in because they're not real runs, Matt. These are like those jet sweep type things. You know what I'm saying? They're not actual runs. But this guy's lightning fast. They got him return punch and kicks. That's what kind of guy he is. So they're going to try and give him the ball in space. He probably is only going to be in the field for 25% of the snaps, so it's one of those games you really got to pay attention. But you'll know him because he wears number 39.
39.
Who wears 39? Right?
Oh man, I'm trying to think. Did Steven Jackson wear number 39? I'm trying to think of the best 39 ever.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Was he 39?
Not a lot of 39s out there is my point.
Okay.
So I'm saying Agnew probably going to get 2 or 3 cracks at this tonight. So there is that, and all we need is one, and he's definitely getting 9 yards. So I'm taking this. I'm actually pretty confident in it, even though I'm never really that confident whenever the guy only plays like a quarter of the snaps. You know what I mean? Those are the ones you're like, ooh, I'm threading the needle here. But I'm on fire, as you saw last night, 3-0, no big deal. Just on fire, complete fire, unbelievable. So, you got to take a shot when you're on fire like that. There's nothing else you can do.
Yeah. We're hot.
Yeah, and you too.
Yeah.
I think you hit everything yesterday, right?
Yeah. Yesterday I did. I did again. All those green check marks, John, they were all over the page. I mean, I woke up, green check mark. You know what I mean?
Green,
those days.
Yep. Green dream.
Even put the little cash emojis in. It felt good last night tweeting that out. Good. Yeah, the little GIF or whatever it is. All right, so we're all in. So John's got Jamal Agnew over 8.5 receiving yards, number 39. Remember that. Best number 39 right now in the NFL. A lot of people are saying.
If I could interrupt, this is also an impressure fringe bet. I forgot to say that. It's an impressure fringe bet because the first thing they're going to say to you is they're going to be like, who? So these are fun because you have that, but at the same time, you're either a genius or an idiot. All right? There's no such thing. You know what I'm saying? There's no in between on these things. So it takes a special kind of person to do this. Just keep that in mind. but I think we're going to be okay.
Yeah, that is cool. Like if you hit this bet tonight, you're the man. Like nobody else. What do you have? Agnew
Yep.
over half. You sound
Yeah,
super.
they're like looking them up. They're like,
Yeah,
wait,
where to go to college? Yeah, like they
yeah.
start.
Oh
You know,
yeah, I heard of him. Yeah, you know
yeah.
you haven't.
No, you haven't. He went to San Diego. You don't know him. Like it starts to catch up to people. But yeah, I like that bet. I'll definitely be riding. All right, guys. Here's my best prop bet of the night. These have been on fire, so we're gonna keep riding. This one's scary, John. Evan Ingram under 40.5 receiving yards. So I know you don't love the unders. I get it, but you kind of mentioned it. The Jets are great against the pass. I know they're better against receivers, but they're pretty good against tight ends too. Now, last week, a lot of the people out there, John, the doubters, they would say, like, you know this, the Lions tight end got over. First of all,
I mean,
I don't know if that was a Lions starting tight end because I'm pretty sure they took that guy out of the stands. Like, I don't think anyone knew who he was. I think that's why he scored. I think he
Brock.
Yeah, Brock, and he was an Notre Dame guy.
Brocks are hot right now, though, so that might not even be a tight end thing. That might be more of a Brock thing.
Yeah, if your name's Brock right now, you're on the come up. I mean,
Brock out with your Brock out.
Yes, it's a great time to be named Brock. This might be the best time in the world it's been to be named Brock. So this is huge if your name's Brock. But I'm going under here tonight, John. So I think Ingram's numbers as of late inflate this line a little bit. 2 weeks ago, he had like 150 yards or something. I only know this because I was playing him in fantasy. Last week, he had like over 50. He's been hot. But this comes down to, again, really good Jets defense. And then these conditions suck. I don't think either team is going to throw the football too effectively tonight. I think we're going to see a lot of runs. It's supposed to be like 12 degrees, heavy wind, heavy rain. I don't see a game where Ingram gets over this. Even if they're in a negative game script, I like him here to go under the 40.5. It is down to 38.5 on some books I'm looking at now, but this is still available on DraftKings as of like 20 minutes ago. So I would rush to get this in, but I like the under. And everybody's betting the over here, John. You know, this is the most popular bet of the day. Any prop is Evan Ingram over 40.5. The books don't give us gifts like this. We know, even though it's Christmas, don't let them fool you. They're still trying to screw you. I think it's Evan Ingram under 40.5 tonight. So it's going to be a sweat. I'm not saying this one's going to be easy. It's going to keep you by the TV all game, though, and that's what we like. If we lose it, we want him to catch like a 60-yard pass early in the game. Don't break our heart, but it'll be good entertainment. So Evan Ingram under 40.5 receiving yards, minus 110. That's my bet. That's what I'm going with. All in.
I don't know. So my dog just kind of started barking right there. And Nigel said something to me too, but I didn't hear him. So there's a lot going on right there. I don't know what any of this means, but I do think it's all pointing to an under.
Okay, that's all I want to know. See, I mean, there's a lot of signs suggesting it's the under.
Yep, I feel like we're in a good spot.
That's all I took away from what you just said. So that now it sounds even more like we have more confidence in taking the under. So Evan Ingram under for me, 40.5. John's got Jamal Agnew over 8.5. Just
feels like a gadget play night. You know what I mean? Like just weird plays. And Dougie came up with the Philly special.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, so like that was the tight end throwing balls, not catching them. Just saying.
That's true. So
very creative. Right. He took Javon Walker first overall. Very creative pick that was. Remember we nailed that when we had Tannenbaum. That was fun.
Oh yeah.
Hutchinson. We were like, no.
Yeah, body Tannenbaum.
Relaxed. Tannenbaum.
that was big.
I think we have a lot of I don't know. Like our emotional bank account with the Jaguars is very full right now.
Yes. John, someone asked about Lawrence's over on passing yards and rushing yards. I'm going to say rushing yards could be like a decent look. I don't think I'd take any passing overs tonight just because – and I'm never like a weather guy because usually when everyone's like the weather sucks, it's like sunny and like 65. But I actually think this weather's going to suck tonight. I got how do you like this, John? Inside sources. I got guys with boots on the ground right now in New Jersey.
Not great, huh?
Not good. They're telling me it's going to be bad. So
okay. I don't like any – I'm not a weather guy either. The wind always gets me. I don't really care about the rain as much. But I do like the latter a lot. So whenever you see a number, I'm looking to go over it, like way over it. And the rain always scares me off for going way over it. But
Mhm.
but no, the rushing yards are probably in play. That's the Dougie stuff we're talking about, like where they do some
Yeah.
weird stuff and like he takes off running for 30 yards. You're like, what just happened?
Right.
But
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like that's the creative stuff they're gonna have to do because I don't think they can use their receivers the way they like to. I really don't.
I agree. I think it's going to be a weird game. Someone asked, sit Zay Jones or play Zay Jones in fantasy.
I would
I
not
sat
play.
him. Yeah, I sat him this week. You
Yeah,
know,
I would. It depends on who you have though. Like those are weird questions. 'Cause it's like sit or start. Like, or well, who am I playing over them? Like if I have Stephon Diggs, Jamar Chase, and Devontae Adams, I'm sitting them
well, if you
no
have
matter
that,
what.
you better win the
You know?
championship. Yeah, yeah. I got DJ Moore. I'm putting it over him this week because Moore's got a good matchup. So I'm all in. John, did John just freeze on us? I think John froze. Um, yeah, so John's frozen. That's good. That could be a sign though that these bets look good. So I'm gonna continue on that. Last question, guys, that was asked ETN anytime touchdown. I just wanted to touch on that. That looks like a winner. Little giveaway, pre giveaway. That might be a pick that I'm on later. Johnny, back to life. You
Dude,
got
I
first.
was so fired up. I kicked the Ethernet cord out of my computer.
I figured you ripped something out just in sheer of being fired up. I figured that's what happened.
Very
So
fired.
I was just filling in time there, John, by myself. Travis Etienne, we're saying anytime touchdown looks like a winner. John, how about Zay Jones or Cordell Patterson? How do you say Cordero Patterson?
Cordero Patterson. I would take Patterson. The interceptions guy, you can't take the interceptions because they're like minus 205.
Well, Lawrence's is minus 140, right? Would you do that, or is that too much juice for you?
Come on, guys. We
Yeah,
can find something better. That's all.
yeah. I don't know if I feel like Lawrence. Wilson will throw a pick,
Yeah, Wilson will throw a pick.
but you can't. It's minus 205. You can't do that.
Yeah.
All right, so those are the questions, guys. If you got more, you can drop them. We'll try to get to them. But first, we got some promos here to do, John. Me and you are going to do a live stream, right, for what a lot of people are calling the Super Bowl of bowl games. So
Yeah.
this has been a thing. I don't know if you've seen it, John, but Georgia Southern and Buffalo, a lot of people out there are saying this is going to be one of the better bowl games that we've seen ever. It's the Camilla Bowl, and you get to watch it with me and you. What do you think about this game, John? How do you feel?
It's huge because the total is like 60 something in this game.
So
you know it's going to be legit.
You think it's an over game?
Well, I mean, the number says so. So even if it doesn't go over, we'll still be able to take player props like crazy because like we'll still probably get our yards. That's a little dirty secret that the books don't want you to know. If you like overs, you just take the player props. So whenever your guys go screw up in the red zone, like fumble on the goal line, stuff like that, you still got all the yards. Still got all the yards. They all still count.
I mean, if we're live streaming, we're not betting an under. So
yeah, I'm taking the over, even if I thought they were only going to score 40. I'm still taking the over.
Yeah, it's something you
gotta
have.
hope.
But guys, this is Tuesday, December 27th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. So mark it in your calendars. We want you all with us. We're going to be giving out live picks all game. We're going to talk other sports. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to that. That is this upcoming Tuesday. So what is that? 5 days away, John? It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. It's gonna come quick too because we have football on all these days in between. Be ready.
Gonna sneak up. Mark it down on your calendars. Speaking of giveaways and fun stuff, we are giving away $500 here over on the YouTube page. So a lot of giveaways this time of year, guys. A lot of Christmas giveaways. This might be the best one ever. It's $500. The reason it might be the best one ever is because it's so simple. All you have to do is subscribe to the YouTube channel. It is OddsChecker US, and then comment on this video or any of our videos that we've done here with the Morning Edge. It's that easy. It should literally take you, I would say about 10, 15 seconds if you're slow, and boom, you're in. $500. Who doesn't need $500 right now this time of year? So make sure to enter that. But that's not all. We got more. Another $100 giveaway that we're doing. This one via Instagram. It is the same handle, OddsChecker US. on IG. All you have to do is enter this before midnight. This is daily through the Christmas season. You have to follow the Instagram page, and then you have to do the same thing. You got to throw a comment on the Instagram page, and boom, you're entered in. John, what do you think about all this money?
I can't believe it. I feel like
every episode, it's the same.
Yeah, I feel like we're giving away a lot of money. I kind of want to know where it's coming from at this point. I mean, we're giving away a lot of money all the time. So how do we have all? And then 2 is it's huge because anytime you win money, it's the perfect money to gamble with.
Never couldn't agree more.
Here we go. It's my money now, brand new.
Yeah.
Turn more money.
Yes, you can even make it more. That's very true. So this is a big giveaway, $600 combined. Obviously, when you add that, 500 plus 100 equals 6. Mm-hmm. Not bad. Just a little math to close it out. So, guys, that's going to be it for today's episode. One last time before we head out, the picks are on the screen. Evan Ingram under 40.5 for me. John has Jamal Agnew over 8.5 receiving yards at minus 120. John, if we threw these in a little parlay together, what does that come out to? Like plus 250-ish?
Yep.
Yeah.
Plus 245, something like that.
Why not? Do that and then come back to us tomorrow. If you did it yesterday, you'd be up today, and then you're just kind of like rolling over. So it feels
probably
pretty
up yet. You're probably partying.
That's true. You might have went out last night and enjoyed the wins. Yeah, that's very, very possible. We appreciate everybody who hopped on. Tomorrow morning, guys, I know a lot of people. John, I've been getting DMs. I'm sure you are too. Who's the guest for the Thunderdome? Shout out to Vegas Refund. He gave us a run for our money, but you were able to take care of it. He'll be back.
He's already said back. He ain't coming with minus 110 either. So I'm like, man, we have to be ready for that.
Yeah, he's doing some work to get prepared. John, but this is what's cool. Our guest tomorrow, mystery guest. So it's like
it could be anybody.
Exactly. You ever eat Airheads when you were a kid, or you had the mystery? Yeah, no idea. Yeah, you have no idea what it's gonna be. And the only way
I used to love the mystery Airheads, bro. I didn't even know what flavor was that. Like it's white, right?
Yeah, but it was like so good. Like I feel like
they were white.
Yeah, I think it was. I always used to think it was gonna be like a different color, but it was always just like white and it tasted amazing. But if you guys want to find out who comes on, you gotta hop on the show tomorrow. And the Thunderdome is the best thing in the world right now. 9 picks for the weekend. 3 from me, 3 from John, 3 from our guest. The Thunderdome has been very profitable so far, so do not miss out. But you can find us right here, same time, 11:30 a.m. tomorrow. Let's cash in tonight. Thanks, everyone, for hopping on, and we'll see you tomorrow.